we are going to take a look at Mr. Actman, because he apparently has played Marvel Rivals, which we were discussing the other day, wondering if it was any good. So he usually has a pretty thoughtful take on games, so I was really curious what his take on Marvel Rivals is. So let's check it out and see what he thought of it. He's always entertaining and gives a pretty good impression.
What's up, everybody? This is the Act Man here. And ever since Overwatch 2 transitioned to 5v5, I kinda lost interest in it. And I've been craving another 6v6 hero shooter for a long time. Now this might sound crazy, but what if somebody made a hero shooter based on superheroes? Do we even have the technology? Could it be done? I can ride on Groot's shoulders?
Wait, can you?
Yeah, fuck yeah. Let's go.
Let's fucking go.
I used to be huge into Dota. I was big on League of Legends. That was the darkest point in my life. And then when Overwatch came out in 2016, I fucking loved it and played it for many years. But I stopped playing League, my life got a lot better, and I lost interest in Overwatch 2. It's fortunate then that I was offered a chance to play the closed beta test for Marvel Rivals.
Maximum pulse.
Okay, so this was a closed beta test. Okay. What YouTuber did he pick a fight with? No, what YouTuber did he pick a fight with and lost a good friend over because of it? Who did he pick a fight with? I'm vaguely remembering something, but I usually don't keep track of. Oh, the shit with heel versus babyface. When Az had that meltdown about pronouns for Starfield. Okay, yeah, I do vaguely remember something happening with that. What friend did he lose in that beef with Az? Who did he lose as a friend by doing? Oh, was it Mahler? Wait, Mahler was? I didn't even realize Mahler was friends with Ahmed. I did not even realize that. Yeah, because Mahler tried to be an intermediary, but I had no idea Mahler and Ahmed were even friends. Oh, Tysel, I know who Mahler is. I'm very familiar with Mahler, and I know who Az is. But I didn't realize that Mahler and Act were friends before then. I had no idea. Oh, wow. Ugh. Yeah, because I do remember, okay, yeah, because I do remember something about that where Ackman, like, basically Mahler worked as an intermediary between the two of them to try and, to try and calm the situation, and I guess Ackman wouldn't let it go or something? Okay. Yeah, I think I don't remember all of it because I didn't really dig into it too much, but I do vaguely remember that happening. Okay.
Now first I'm going to be transparent about this game and address the controversy behind it. Back in May, former Overwatch pro Siegel revealed a part of this
Tyso, I am aware. I am aware that people very often take that clip very, very much out of context. Yeah, his, like, I know. Az is something of a performer, and like I believe that quote unquote meltdown was performative in nature. I know he doesn't like the, I know he has issues with the with pronouns, stuff like that, but I do know that his meltdown was performative in nature. So I know about that, and yeah, I guess. I don't know, I guess, he couldn't, yeah, like you said, Tyson, he couldn't take the L, so.
contract for Marvel Rivals that was written for content creators that received keys. The content creator agrees to not make any public statements or engage in discussions that are detrimental to the reputation of the game. It reads like satire. So this part of the agreement was very heavily criticized, and rightfully so. Luckily, NetEase's response was basically to say, oh fuck, that does come across like we're saying you can't.
Yeah, you're not wrong, Tysel. You're not wrong. And yeah, you guys heard about this shit that when Marvel did the beta, they had this non-disparagement clause saying that you can't basically call the game shit if it's shit. I remember hearing about this, and I was like, my first blush thought when I saw about this was like, well, great, I'm not playing your beta then. If you're not going to allow me to make an honest critique of the game, I'm not playing it. I don't have to play your beta. My content is not that desperate where I need to basically turn myself into a shill for you. Well, no, you can't really do a hold my beer thing because if this is a legal document, you could get sued. But it's as simple as, cool, don't need to play your game. If that's the case. Yeah, Tysel, I mean, if that ain't the case, we're going to see shortly. Concord was just fucking hell. I have heard so much about how bad that is.
Any public statements or engage in discussions that are detrimental to the reputation of the game. It reads like satire. So this part of the agreement was very heavily criticized, and rightfully so. Luckily, NetEase's response was basically to say, oh fuck, that does come across like we're saying you can't criticize the.
Okay, we are aware there are inappropriate, misleading terms in the commitment regarding sharing non-disparaging content. We sincerely apologize for miscommunication. Our stand is absolutely open for both suggestions and criticism to improve the game, and our mission is to make Marvel Rivals better. We are now working on revise. Someone needs to get Grammarly. We are now working on revise the miscommunication terms from our commitment. Priors to be shared with every creator in a timely manner, etc., etc. So basically, they weren't planning on doing this, but when they saw the outcry of it, they went, oh shit, we gotta walk this back. Legal probably okayed it because legally speaking, it was probably fine from a legal perspective. Legal is not PR. Legal would not care about the PR ramifications. They would just want to know, hey, will this work from a legal perspective? And legal probably said, yeah, this will work fine from a legal perspective. They don't care about the PR backlash. Well, Big Dog, now if you're looking at the PR department should have taken one look at that and went, guys, no, bad idea, stop. Yeah. And is NetEase Chinese or Korean? I don't know. I'm not familiar with NetEase, but they've got to have English speaking staff in the PR department.
The game. So the developers have responded and course corrected, and have said they want criticism and constructive feedback, which is what I intend to give them, because Marvel Rivals is absolutely a game that deserves to succeed. Dude, Spider-Man is so much fun. I like that he's all about the combos.
Hit him with the webs, press E, and then uppercut or whatever.
Oh, baby, just like that. Just like that. And if they didn't care about my honest feedback, which, come on, who doesn't? Then they wouldn't care about the average player's feedback, which would be a horrible sign for the game, and I wouldn't be making this video if that were the case. But now that all that nonsense is out of the way, we can move on to the fun stuff. I got you. Oh my god, check out this.
Okay, just from this alone, the sheer fucking chaos that we just saw right there is kind of a turnoff for me for a game. Like, I understand that it's, in games there are going to be moments of chaos, especially with, combat-based games. I understand there will be moments of chaos, but if it continues like this and this is the game, I wouldn't want to play it because there's just going to be too much shit on the screen. All the time. You won't be able to see a fucking thing. And based on this, I'm wondering if this is Gore the God Butcher. No, because he's got this sword, and I'm wondering if this is the what the hell is his sword called? I'm wondering if this is Gore the God Butcher.
Fucking great sword action right now.
Yeah, we're cutting him down. Forward. Yeah, we're cutting him down. Yeah, you see this shit?
Oh my. Oh my. Hexakill, boys!
And what is with the voice in the background? What is with this damn voice in the background? Like there is too much. This is like stimulation overload. This game is feeling like stimulation overload, visually and audio. Like there's the little his little anime voice in the background going combo 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 combo. It's this is like ADHD the fucking game. I understand the helmet looks like Magneto, but he's so jacked and he has that sword. That's why I'm thinking it's Gore. That's why I'm thinking it's Gore. Too bad they don't have the name anywhere.
All 6. Marvel Rivals is surprisingly fun, polished, and best of all, free. And this isn't one of those betas where you're playing like, you know, 1 or 2 maps with 5 characters or something. No, the entire roster is here. Marvel has such a long-standing history with so many heroes and villains to choose from, and they picked all the right ones. There's insane amount of source material to pull inspiration from for a game like this. It's actually like an amazing idea. So the potential for this game is massive. And I think hype for future updates is also going to be massive. They launched this closed beta test and then like 3 days later, they added 2 new heroes already. Like that's weird for a beta to get an...
Who the fuck is Jeff the Plushy Shark? What Marvel character is Jeff the Plushy Shark? I've never heard of this Marvel character before. I don't know.
Update. Usually it's
Is
like
he?
one and done.
Okay.
But when people speculate on who's gonna be added to the game, it's gonna feel like Smash Bros. You know what I mean? Is it gonna be Mr. Fantastic with maybe Batman? Dude, why isn't Batman?
Let's see if he's in here. So here's what we got: Bruce Banner / Hulk. Why did they do this to the Punisher's face? There's a character in a rival comic that has already done this to his face. I for Chapel. There's a character in Image Comics called Chapel who does the skull painted on the face. Why the hell would they do that to the Punisher? You've got the skull in his chest. You don't need the face paint. Hey, alright. Got Storm. Storm's looking pretty cool. Loki. Okay, I like Loki. Doctor Strange, good. Mantis, okay. Rocket, can't see. Venom looks good. Iron Man looks fine. Luna Snow, no clue who this is. Magic? I'm not sure about her armor. I'm unsure how I feel about it. I mean, she looks good. She looks good. Groot, looking kind of badass. Black Panther, okay, looks fine. And Hela, looks like Hela. Okay.
Man in this.
Iron
Dude,
Man.
yeah, I know.
What the fuck?
Where's Joker at?
Why isn't
Yeah, dude, where's Joker? Dude, they have Spider-Man, but like, where's Batman and Joker?
Whoever said that, get out of the fucking call. Don't ever come back.
Well, Tysell, as far as Howard the Duck goes, most people only know about the really shitty movie. I think he had a very, very limited comic book run, so it's not surprising most people would have no idea Howard the Duck is not a Marvel character. It's honestly not that surprising. He had a pretty limited comic book run, if I remember correctly. And I don't know if this is supposed to be Smart Hulk or not. I don't know. Oh yeah, Tysella, it's a hilariously cheesy movie. Absolutely. There's a reason why it's a cult classic.
Whoever said that.
Dude, wait. They don't even have Link in this game.
Yeah, where's Link? If you're familiar at all with Overwatch, you are going to...
They don't. I think it's just a little. It's just an accessory that they put in for the game, kind of like how they painted Frank Castle's face in a very stupid way. It's just something. It's just a design choice. That's all.
Be right at home with Marvel Rivals. Modes like Capture the Point and Payload work for this kind of game. Well, let's be real, guys. You have the Marvel IP. You literally have all the Infinity Stones at your disposal. The possibilities are endless. I want to see some crazy shit in this game. Like, what if there's a Capture the Flag mode, but it's Capture the Gauntlet? Make a map with Dormammu in the background, like he's watching the match, and then, you know, the end screen, whoever wins and loses, Dormammu kills the other team. That would be fucking sick. Marvel Rivals would greatly benefit from more variety in its maps and modes. And custom games too. Speaking of, this game has a lot of quality of life features, like a
I think it was just regular Hulk because in the icon, it was listed as Bruce Banner, with Hulk kind of in the background of the icon. So I'm thinking it's just regular Hulk. Not Professor Hulk, not World War Hulk, not Windbreaker Hulk. I think it's just regular Hulk.
spectator mode that actually works, lifetime stats for all the heroes you play. It's also cool that you can click on other players at the end of a match and see their highlight, their play of the game. No play of the game?
Apparently not.
Ooh.
Wow. Yeah, definitely gotta get that in there.
Definitely got to get that in there.
Yeah. Click on the character. You can see everyone's highlights.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's
optional,
Pretty sick.
optional play of the game.
so cool.
That's kind of cool.
Man, Scott, you really fucking suck if this is your highlight. I think it's a very good sign that this is a closed beta, and yet
All of this just works.
sure, the gameplay might have some jank and bugs and reworks they need to figure out, but nothing is breaking, as far as I've seen. Given how beloved and popular Marvel characters are, any disrespect towards them would not be tolerated. Now, I'm not a huge comic book or Marvel fan. I enjoy some of the movies, but even I can tell you that the hero designs are fucking incredible.
I will say, from what we've seen so far, the designs of the heroes are nice. Other than my nitpick of the face paint on Frank, the hero designs are nice. All of the female characters are, as they should be, slim, attractive, athletic. All of the men are buff and athletic. So I have no complaints about the character designs thus far.
Wow. The amount of effort they put into, like, when you click on a hero in those animations is pretty fucking nutty. This cel-shaded art style it always looks good. Now, I could be wrong. This is just how I think they designed these characters. It looks like they're all based off of their comic book counterparts, but the voice actors are, like, trying to imitate the actors we all know from the Marvel movies. Did he just say that fucking hurt?
Yeah, hang on, I want to hear that again.
Are, like, trying to imitate the actors we all know from the Marvel movies.
Okay, so he didn't say fucking, I think he said flocking. Probably some kind of like space, space gobbledygook. Flarked it, yeah. But, okay, chatters who know. Okay, Flarkin, yeah, that Flarkin hurt, yeah. Which, I mean, Flarkin is a species. That's what Goose is. It's, placing fucking with Flarkin is something that Nick Fury did in Captain Marvel when he went, Mother Flarkin! What? Did anyone notice who's voicing Peter Quill? And did anyone happen to notice who's voicing Peter Quill? I'm gonna play it again. Listen to the voice actor. You should recognize him.
We all know from the Marvel movies.
Anybody recognize the voice? So, It's amongst all the chaos it could easily miss. Nolan North is voicing Peter Quill. Nolan North, the voice of Nathan Drake, and more importantly, Nolan North, the voice of Deadpool in the games. Nolan North is who voiced Deadpool in his own video game and in Marvel vs. Capcom. That concerns me that Deadpool will not be brought into this game.
Bang, 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 bang.
Yeah, and did he do... No, he didn't do Kate. He did, I thought he did the, Yeah, thank you, Krabby. He was a ghost. Nolan North replaced, what's his name? Peter Dinklage as your ghost. And, the White Box, thank you for the follow. Oh, did he? He also... Really? I thought they killed off Cade when Nathan quit. I thought they just when Nathan quit, they killed off Cade. And then he's recently been brought back.
Did he just say that fucking hurt? Did I just hear that right? It's just so funny that he says that, and this is like a Marvel game, you know, appealing to kids. So what you get is an Iron Man who feels like Iron Man, a Bruce Banner who feels like Bruce Banner.
Whoa! Okay, hang on.
An Iron Man who feels like Iron Man, a Bruce Banner.
So this is World War Hulk. Okay, so Hulk has a World War Hulk variant. That's what this looks like. He has multiple versions. Wait, this is Green Scar. Is this his son? Is this his son? Is that who that is? Regardless, this is Peastly.
Who feels like Bruce Banner. These seem like extremely faithful adaptations of the heroes, but it's done in such a way where, you know, somebody who's more of a fan of the comic books will be like, oh yeah, that's the Rocket Raccoon I know from the comic books. But another person who doesn't read comics and only watches the movies could be like, oh yeah, that's Rocket Raccoon from Guardians of the Galaxy movies. And this is super important to nailing the style of the game, because with characters like, you know, Spider-Man and Hulk, they have such a long history that it'd be super easy for them to like fuck up some of the designs, or for people who are huge fans of these characters to be like, wow, this doesn't feel like Spider-Man at all. My power grows.
Okay, this, I will say, this Thor is looking a little thick. This Thor is looking a little bit fit. We've lost a bit of the athleticism here that I was talking about earlier, and now he's looking kind of thick. Not sure about that. Father Thor? Maybe? Yeah, but Thor was always built like a brick fucking shithouse. This looks like... It looks like they put a little bit of Endgame Thor in here. Is what it looks like.
Run away home, little spider. Your neighborhood needs you.
Yeah, fair point, Fuji's more mythically accurate.
Not only do they have an all-star cast of Marvel heroes, but an all-star cast of voice actors, many of whom have previously...
Oh, hang on. Let's see who we got here. So... Alright, so Josh Keaton, do not know. Sally Amaki, do not know. Penny Parker's in this, okay. Fred Tetscory, don't know. Liam O'Brien, don't know. I don't know a lot of these. Yeah, Nolan North is doing Rocket. So, okay, so is he doing Peter Quill too? Troy Baker's doing Loki. Okay, interesting. You know Liam O'Brien? I don't recognize the name. Marty Rivals is basically Marvel's version of Overwatch. That's it, in a nutshell. He's Marvel's version of Overwatch. Critical Role. I don't know if I know Critical Role. I don't know that one. Okay, Ryan, thanks for coming by. I hope you come back again. Yeah, I thought the same thing. I was very surprised that he does Rocket too.
Of whom have previously voiced Super.
Cassandra Lee Morris. Oh, it wasn't Nolan. It was Scott Porter. Wow, he sounds a lot like, unless what we heard was coming from Rocket in that clip and not Peter Quill. Unless, okay, so maybe in that clip we saw it wasn't Peter Quill talking, it was Rocket that was talking. Because granted, there was so much shit on the screen, who could figure out what was going on.
Superheroes in the past, so the dialogue and banter between characters is dynamic and spot on. Gameplay might be similar to Overwatch, but this is far from an Overwatch clone. First off, the environments are destructible. Yeah, dude, I was shocked when I figured this out too. Like huge chunks of the map you could just destroy, creating new paths, new windows to attack your enemies. And that makes each map feel a lot more dynamic because you're not fighting in these rigid, static environments. They're actually changing throughout the match. Yeah, dude, if you hit B, you can see what can be destroyed.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, is that what that does?
Like, I love Levolution in Battlefield, and to have it in a hero shooter it's just genius. After a set period of time, the environments will also repair themselves mid-match. Like, I've never seen a multiplayer game that does this. What really separates Marvel Rivals from other hero shooters...
Yeah, well, they show the character, but they don't have a name. Actually, hang on. 2 seconds, let me check something. Let me find it. Hang on a second. I'm gonna look him up. I'm gonna look it up and see who it is. Hang on. Holy shit, wait, what? You guys are right. It was Magneto. You guys, wow. Okay, you guys were right. This is, number one, this does not look like Magneto. He is way too big. Magneto is thin. Yes, he's fit, but he is thin. So that's why I did not think this was Magneto. Magneto doesn't have this fucking thing on his back, and why is he using a sword? Yep, you can see his helmet here, but he's much older. Yeah, he looks much older. And Magneto typically doesn't have a beard. Yeah, he's buff, but he's not this fucking huge. But also, he's using a sword. Like, why is he not just, like, sending out energy bolts with his magnetism? Because that's one thing he can do. He can shoot energy bolts with his magnetism. He doesn't use a fucking sword. That's what threw me off so much, is he's using this sword. Which Magneto doesn't use a sword. So that's what threw me off so badly on this one.
In Battlefield, and to have it in a hero shooter it's just genius. After a set period of time, the environments will also repair themselves.
Well, not so much thin, like skinny, but he's slim and very physically fit. Like Magneto was very physically fit. Like he had a fairly nicely sized and well defined chest, and like his upper body was very well defined. But he was slim. You know how like Gambit is slim. Gambit is like wiry. He's lean. Magneto is also on the leaner side. But still being very exact. Yes, right. Thank you. Swimmer's body, not a bodybuilder's body. Yes, that is it. That is appropriate. That is how Magneto is built in the comics. He's not like a fucking wall like they're showing here. So they added too much muscle to it.
Mid-match. Like, I've never seen a multiplayer game that does this. What really separates Marvel Rivals from other hero shooters is the team-up feature.
Hi, Dragon
which
Champ.
takes advantage of, you know, superheroes being on a team together, if you can believe that. Each character gets unique bonuses when teamed up with another specific character. For example, if Scarlet Witch and Magneto are on the same team, Magneto will get an extra move and a greatsword to swing around. If Rocket Raccoon and Punisher are on the same team, Rocket Raccoon can throw down a box that gives Punisher infinite ammo and faster fire rate. This type of synergy encourages teams to work together and come up with good strategies. All the bonuses are clear, you can see them in the menus. Obviously, the teams are directly inspired from the Marvel Universe, which I think is one of the coolest things Marvel Rivals has going for it. The authenticity of the characters and how they work together in the comics and in the movies and TV shows. Though I suppose the team-up feature makes it entirely possible that this could lead to a stale meta where like people figure out what the best team comp is, and then you just see that team comp in like every other match. And if that turns out to be the case, then competitively the game could get stale.
Dutch, you can't go in with 3 DPS, Dutch. That's actually great. Dutch, what are we doing, Dutch? You see your 4th teammate pick
the 4th DPS
and no healers.
What are we doing,
What are we doing, Dutch? That's great.
But Rivals feels like a game that was
Okay,
designed
Rygat.
more so
Have
to
a
be
good
fun
night's
than
sleep.
to be like a hardcore competitive esports title. And you could see this in the movesets of all the heroes. Like, it's kind of crazy how many abilities each character has. Oh, baby, I'm going in. Oh, baby, look at that triple kill right there. Rivals is interesting because it feels like it was made to be less punishing and more forgiving. Most abilities are on pretty short cooldowns, and this has its pros and cons. So the game is more forgiving, but less strategic, and it's more spammy and chaotic. Probably every character could use cooldown increases across the board. Spider-Man and Venom's web sling is like really fast and kind of janky too. It just seems like if they hit a button, they can escape pretty much any situation. And because all the abilities are on short cooldowns, it means, you know, you've got 12 characters.
Well, I mean, he's trying to give a balanced and objective review. So that's why he's keeping the tone even. For this review, he's trying to give a balanced review and an honest opinion about it. So his tone doesn't sway a viewer one way or the other. The viewer can make up their own mind based on the information he's giving them, plus the visuals.
Throwing shit across the map like at all times, it gets pretty visually cluttered, and I don't know if I have a good fix for this myself. What I like about Rivals is that most characters have some way to attack heroes that fly or float in the air, so you never really feel like you're totally defenseless or just at the mercy of a character that you can't fight against. Most heroes have insane mobility. Like Iron Man can just fly away from any situation he doesn't want to be in. You know, there's dashes, wall running, gap closers, and experimenting with the movement is a ton of fun. One of my favorite characters so far has been Groot, who can summon walls of thorns. Now, you might look at this and think, oh, that's just May's ice wall. But no, if you hit someone next to a thorn wall, they'll lash out and do extra damage to them. It's a really cool mechanic because when you play as Groot, you're trying to box your opponent in and then hit them, and all the walls will attack them too. For a game that's going to be free and is currently in a closed beta, I don't have many complaints. Just kidding, I actually do have some criticisms, because I just noticed there is an unowned checkbox next to the heroes. If you guys are considering monetizing the heroes or locking them behind a paywall with premium currency that is like really fucking slow to earn just by playing the game, I want you to bury that idea into the fucking ground. Making the right picks and counter picks can often be the difference between a massive W and a fat L. Here's the thing, purchasing heroes with real money shouldn't be an option at all because you have these incredible skins. Like, this is where the money's at, man. There are hundreds of different outfits and designs you can include from comics, video games.
Oh yeah,
I'm
they
not
got
even
Penny
the
Parker.
biggest fan of Marvel and superhero movies, but I will pay good money for high quality cosmetics. I want a skin for Iron Man where it's the first suit he built in that cave
With a box of scraps!
They have to add Hulk in the Iron Man suit too, man. But yeah, just do the safe thing and keep the heroes unlocked when the game comes out. Also, I hope everyone's progression in this closed beta transfers to the full game. Thanks, that'll be great. I don't want to have to unlock all this stuff over again. Also, by the way, please rework Hulk. One of his abilities is like a goo projectile that immobilizes an enemy and makes them immune to damage. I don't think Hulk is the type of guy to spit on his foes. I say swap out this goo attack for, you know, what does he do again? When he's really angry, he says Hulk attack. Yeah, give him a Hulk attack, like an AoE grounded move. He just doesn't.
Or just give him a Hulk smash. So, was he trying to avoid copyright or something by saying that? Like, it's literally called Hulk smash. I don't know why he was trying to say Hulk, why he was saying Hulk attack. I don't get it. I mean, maybe he was trying to avoid copyright thing or something. I don't know. Because I don't think Hulk Smash is copyrighted. I don't think, but I could be wrong. I could be completely wrong.
Doesn't really fulfill the fantasy you picture in your head when you think of playing as Hulk. All the other characters do though, so good job. Certain attacks and abilities lack impact. Again, going back to Hulk, his punches don't do enough damage. They don't really send people flying. I think the feedback you get from attacking someone, especially with melee combat, could be improved. Also, because the abilities and movesets.
I'm gonna agree. That scene we just saw with Hulk punching the shit out of Magneto, and Magneto's just floating around, not responding at all. Yeah, that's not great. Okay, Ray, have a good night's sleep.
Are so complicated. It's pretty daunting when you first start the game, but if you go to the practice range and read up on the abilities, what they do, figure out how each character works, you'll start to pick things up pretty quickly.
Yeah, big dog.
It's also nice that in the menus you can watch a video of each ability, and the developers even included like a recommended combo for how to play the character. This is a godsend because now people don't have to look up like tutorial videos on YouTube. They can just watch them in the game. What's also impressive to me is that pretty much every character is viable. I would say maybe Hulk needs to be buffed, but none of the characters feel underpowered or like they don't belong. Balance in this game is kind of like Modern Warfare 2. Everything is overpowered, so nothing is. Scarlet Witch's ult is like this timed explosion that...
Boss, if you're talking about the Actman was saying they need to up the Hulk's damage. I don't think he said they're going to. He said that they need to up the Hulk's damage.
It will kill anything in its path. When I first played Marvel Rivals, me and the buddies won the first match and then proceeded to lose 9 in a row. You can tell a game is good when you can lose 9 times in a row and you're still having fun. For people that are huge fans of Marvel, this is a great opportunity to see your favorite character in a game like this. And I think that's really cool. Even the UI has a unique style to it. When you hover over characters, they'll like pop out and do this cool animation. However, it remains to be seen how the monetization will be handled. You earn currency pretty easily. I've already unlocked like 4 or 5 different skins. If these cosmetics are gonna set the bar for what we see at release, which I hope is a lot more,
it sounds like you can change the cosmetics of all the characters.
And believe it or not, it's not the only form of progression.
It's impossible!
You get daily, weekly challenges as well as a repeating win the match challenge for premium currency. You can unlock a new skin in like an hour or 2. I also like the rank system in competitive. This is just my personal preference, but a lot of times when games have,
big dog,
you know, placement matches, I always feel like I'm not where I should be. Either I'm way too low or I'm way too high. But Rivals starts everybody off in Bronze 1 and you work your way up. All the heroes' movesets really play into their character and what they're all about and their superpowers, you know? Loki, of course, has a lot of tricks up his sleeve, and he can send out fucking clones everywhere,
plug.
like the hologram from Halo Reach. Star-Lord's ultimate is fucking crazy. He can fly anywhere, and he gets aimbot. They pulled no punches when designing these characters and their abilities, and I like that. Marvel Rivals still needs some work, definitely, but it has immense potential. And for a free-to-play game in a closed beta, this is solid. I think the novelty of a hero shooter starring Marvel characters is all you need to make people want to try this game out. And I think they'll be pleasantly surprised when they do. Right now, there's only 2 things that could ruin this game: greed and not listening to player feedback. But like I said, man, bro, just sell skins. And like I said, Marvel Rivals release date is not clear just yet, but if you want to pick the game up, just make sure you wishlist it. So whether you're a fan of the hero shooter genre or Marvel in general, there's something here for you. I'd highly recommend playing this. I think
they're
you will
not
be
going to add
pleasantly
DC.
surprised by how
They're
good
not.
it is. At the end of the day, I'm very excited to see what the full release is like. I think this is going to be one of those staple games, kind of like Left 4 Dead 2, where, you know, you and the buddies can always hop on, play it, and have a good time. I just hope there's more maps, modes, and customization, and some new heroes would be great too. But what do you think? How does Marvel Rivals look to you? Have you played it already? Whether or not you have, leave your opinions and thoughts in the comments below. Like the video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to the Act Man for more awesome content. All right, everyone, that's all I got for today. This is the Act Man signing out. Peace. What's up, everybody?
Wait. Lost my controls there. Okay, there we go. Go back.
What's up,
Someone favorite is video. There we go. So that was interesting. And I do know, I do remember hearing that shortly after, either during beta or shortly after the game's release, they are adding in Wolverine. Wolverine is going to be in Marvel Rivals. I'm just not sure if they're going to be doing it during beta or if they're going to be doing it at release. So Logan is going to be in Marvel Rivals. I'm really curious what they're going to be doing with his powers. So that might be interesting. I don't think Doom is a playable character. Fuji, maybe. Apparently in one of the levels there is a Deadpool sticker hiding in there somewhere. Honestly, they would be incredibly stupid after the success of Deadpool and Wolverine not to put Deadpool in Rivals. They would be incredibly stupid not to.